What's going on, Facebook world? How are you? The being known as Shanice Star coming all up in your space to interrupt the NZ programming taking place. Coming live after being live. Was blessed to chop it up with sister girl Venetria at the top of this day, and we had a really good build. And I mentioned that I would be coming live, so I'm here. Coming live after being live. Give me 1 second just to see who is available to build with me really quickly on this amazing day, right? Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. What's going on, brother AJ? How are you, sweetie? Give me 1 second, beautiful people. Karen! Hi, baby. How are you? I miss you. Y'all know I can look at the comments now because I didn't begin yet. So give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm just seeing who's available. Actually, let me make sure the sister girl that I was building with is available. All right. Be with you guys and gals shortly. Oh, technology. Hear my mama coughing over there. All right, beautiful people, I'm back. I'm back. Okay, so as I mentioned, I'm coming live after being live earlier today. I shared with a sister that I will be come live just regard to, because I believe this is a subject matter. And let me just hide the comments really quickly. That I believe this is a subject matter that isn't discussed enough. That's just my perspective, right? So here to have those beneath the surface conversations. So I titled this, right, be mindful of people, offering you water, right? Be mindful of that. So I was building with Sister Venetria. Those of you on Facebook world, you know her as Hula Roots. And ironically, I had this conversation with somebody else as well, just building, and I let her know I'm coming live, with all due respect. So we were talking about, being your authentic self. Being your authentic self and being around people who have an issue with you being your authentic self. And I was sharing with her, not in judgment yet in assessment, that when people attempt to offer you water, right, water you down, in many cases, it's because they are not comfortable being their authentic self. Right? They're not comfortable being their authentic self. So how dare you be your authentic self? So be mindful of people offering you water. People who think you're a little bit too strong or too authentic, if you will. Right? So the example was that someone had invited her to go somewhere and they requested that she not wear something specifically. And she's like, this is who I am. And so I was sharing with her, when people have illusions to keep up, and images to keep up, and you don't, there might be a discord there, right? There might be a discord there because they aren't being their authentic self. They still have an image and an illusion to basically keep up. And it's no judgment against them. We just got to be totally clear that that person isn't even being their authentic self 100% of the time. So they will more than likely have an issue with you being your authentic self. So just be mindful of people who want to water you down, who's like, don't wear this, don't say that, be mindful of this. And again, it depends on where you're at in your journey. As I was sharing with her and another sister, Some of us, and I've been there, where you're at a certain place in your journey where you may be willing to compromise certain things because you haven't decided to be your authentic self 100% of the time. Most people, that's not their story. So they may attempt to offer you water to water yourself down. Just be mindful of that. Just be mindful of that. As I was sharing with Benetria, it's like, me personally, like, I didn't do all the work I needed to do to wake up to the motherfucking matrix, to break free from the motherfucking matrix. Yeah, I still operate in it, but I'm aware of what's going on, to then put myself in another motherfucking matrix. I be damned, right? It's like I share with people, and even years ago when I was working on myself and in my brand and putting myself out there, it's like, no, this is what it is. Like, I believe in speaking about live truth, be truth, right? Live and be free. So before you decide to ask to work with me, date me, contract with me, ask me to host or anything, you might want to check out the news feed. You might want to check out some lives. You might want to check out some posts. You might want to rock with me after hours. You might want to read perceptions to understand who I am, instead of getting with someone and then attempting to water them down. And I shared that example with her. I said, it's like if they were inviting Pharrell or Rihanna somewhere where they tell them, don't wear X, Y, and Z, or be mindful of what you say or what you actually do. No, they possibly wouldn't, because they know what they're getting. So then it comes to a point where it's like, do people even value you? Do people even value us? And it's like, it's so much easier just to rock with who you want to rock with, instead of wanting to rock with someone, do business with someone, date someone, befriend someone, to then say, but I'm going to need you to make some edits. So be mindful of people who attempt to give you water. See, this is how you can, it's like the movie Pretty in Pink, if you've ever seen it. Pretty in Pink with Molly Ringwald, old school movie. And I brought this up to Venetria as well. I said, I love that movie because Molly Ringwald was just herself. She dressed in all kind of ways, didn't care about fitting in with the in crowd. Her best friend was really, really, really loud in what she did. Yet they were authentically themselves. No one was attempting to throw water on one another. Yeah, if you are around people who have not been taught, and again, just be mindful that this is expected. We live in a society where people are high-fiving and saluting people who are not being their authentic self, right? Where people are high-fiving and say, girl, she look good, or she's working that, but she don't look the same way as when she woke up. She don't look that way when she wake up, but she working it though, but she don't look that way. Is she working it when she's in her sweats and a do-rag? Like, so be mindful that we're not even in a society that really salutes you being your authentic self. And I was sharing that with Vanessa. I said, that's why I'm mindful of the positions that I take now. I'm mindful of the opportunities I get involved with. I'm mindful of all this because I am not here to compromise my authentic self for nobody and for no paycheck and for no opportunity. Yet, that's me. That's not everybody. I mentioned sharing another sister girl. Based on where you're at, you're not there yet with being yourself authentically. So you will accept certain things, certain opportunities, certain contracts, because you're not there yet. And that's okay. Take advantage of all that. Take advantage of all that. Yeah, if you are yourself and you're like, this is who I am. Like, don't invite me out then. Don't ask me to go nowhere then. Opposed to you offering me water to water me down. Absolutely not. So just be mindful of people who want to water you down because they ain't working on themselves, because they haven't learned how to be their authentic self. See, it's all reflections. I know I'm wackadoodle, right? I know look, you can come on my news feed. You can see me cursing 1 minute, being love and light one moment. It is what it is. I'm multi-dimensional. I know when to put certain things on, yet I'll be damned. For example, if I choose not to rock my dots today, that's because I chose not to rock my dots today. Not because you going to tell me not to rock my dots today, right? If I choose to throw on a daggone mini skirt or some slacks or a suit, it's because I choose to, not because of how I think you going to respond to that. So we got to be mindful of, are we truly around people who really believe that be you? I keep telling people that sounds cute, but many people don't support that. And it's okay. It's not a judgment. Just really assess that. Really assess that. So again, the average person, it's not about being authentic. Because the average person hasn't even gone through the process to even know who the hell they are. That's a process. That ain't you going to read one book or go to one seminar and do a goddamn 30-day course and think you going to know who you are. You got to be kidding me. It's a process. And then it's another process to be unapologetic about who you are. It's another process to have the courage to be, and then to link up with other people. That's all like I mentioned in the movie Pretty in Pink. It's like, that's who she is, right? That's who she is. That's how they dress. That's what they do. Just be mindful. Just be mindful. As forgot who I was basically building with. It's like, I don't want the goddamn contract. I don't want don't ask me to come in and then want to make some edits to me. And it's not about, oh, this person doesn't want to grow. It's like, that's not me. Right? That's not me. So just be mindful. Like, it's like, because you see someone being their authentic self and being who they are, it don't mean they can't switch it up, right? Like, don't get it twisted. Don't think that, I can't rock, a 3-piece motherfucking suit and also handle myself effectively and efficiently in the boardroom and still act up in a beautiful, love and light way in a damn club. Like, it's the same. But when you got to be keeping up with an image, then you care about what other people say about your people. But if you unapologetic, it's like, this is who the heck I am. This is who I'm choosing to be right now. And either you can rock with it or you can't rock with it. But don't attempt to offer me no daggone water. We got to know how to pay attention, beautiful people. And like I shared with Vanetri, I said, isn't it interesting that there's so many people out here attempting to create this illusion for other people who are in illusion? Like, so here we are attempting to create this image for other motherfuckers who are out here living an illusion. I mean, it's all an illusion, but you get my point. So it's a whole bunch of people attempting, not everybody, yet a whole bunch of people creating an image and an illusion for other people who are living an illusion. You want to tell me mental dis-ease is not real? That's mental disease right there. So so just be mindful. Be mindful. Like I shared with another sister, and I've been mentioning another sister I was building with. I said, and it's okay if you are not being your authentic self just yet. It's okay. It's okay. What I recommend that you don't do is lie saying you your authentic self. That's what I recommend that you don't do. Don't be fronting like you are being your authentic self and you're not. Like, no, I ain't there yet. Like, I am still straight petty, or I am still basically a little fake here and there. It's okay. Be aware. Yet don't act like you're about that life and you're really not about that life. Right? So again, many people who haven't really embraced being authentic, who are unapologetic. You know how many people I know and have built with over the years? And I share this with people quite often. More than one person, right? More than one person, when they get around me and see, they like, yo, people don't see this side of me. They're like, yo, I could just be me with y'all. And I'm not just talking about the sisters. I'm talking about the brothers too. They're like, yo, I could just be me. Like, and so we asked them, like, well, who the fuck you showing other people? And why are you fucking silencing yourself? Like you about to do a fucking hit job. Why are you walking around with a silencer? And again, you do what you got to do based on certain situations. Yet it's like, I'm still authentically me. It's kind of like, all right, I know, like, I would like to wear this for my boo, right? I would like to put this on for my boo because I want to put this on for my boo. Ah! That's different than, I really don't feel like putting this on, but he gonna like it, so let me put it on for him because he rather see me in the blonde fucking wig, or he rather see me with the butt job. That's not the same thing as, yeah, I want to do this for my boo. Absolutely. Those are two different things, right? Be able to identify the difference. There's a difference, again, as in, today I want to do 3 dots. Right? And mind you, I don't count them when I put them on because it's it's alignment, spirituality. But it's kind of like me saying, versus, no, I'm about to go this place and I don't need to put that on. Or to each their own. I'm just offering the suggestion that you pay attention to people who accept you for whoever it is that you are at that time. Be mindful of people that's offering you water, not because you freaking thirsty, but because they think you too damn hot. They think you too daggone strong. I'm going to suggest that you go find somebody else then. I'm going to suggest you go hire somebody else. I remember sharing that with Angie years ago. Look, just go look at who I am. Don't ask me to explain who I am. Just go peep the lives. Go look at the testimonies. Opposed to you hiring somebody and they have an issue with what you see. Again, that's why I choose not to accept certain positions. I don't want to work with that person. I don't want that position. Because now you want to attempt to edit and gauge what I say and what I do online publicly. And nah, right? Let's be clear. The online, offline, the person in perceptions, the person chilling in the living room, it's all the same female. It's the same common thread here. So just be mindful, beautiful people. And again, it's not judging other people who want to give you water. Just understand why they give you water. They're not their authentic self. They got an issue with people really seeing who they are. So if you come around and you your authentic self, they're going to attempt to judge you. These other people are going to attempt to judge you by way of who you hang around with. And God forbid, heaven forbid, source forbid that people find something about you that they don't know about. Be mindful of people decide to see that there's a little wackadoodle and no consistency going on, or be mindful like, oh no, we can't have them see that. Just be mindful. Just be mindful, right? Again, not talking about judge it. I'm just saying be mindful that when people ask you to calm it down, and again, don't take it out of context, right? If you with, your peeps and they see you acting up and getting out of control or whatever because you done had too much to drink or whatever, I'm not talking about that kind of situation, okay? I'm talking about people that literally just want to attempt to edit you because of their insecurities. See, it's different if someone is like, yo, slow down, Shanice. Because maybe they think I don't see something, or for my own protection, my own benefit, versus you attempting to edit me because of your insecurities or because you're going to feel uncomfortable. There's a difference. Are you doing it for my benefit, or are you attempting to water me down for your benefit and to uphold your illusions? So just be mindful of that. And again, we are where we are, right? So if it's like, I ain't 100% authentic, I'm about 75%. Then you might edit yourself. You might take that contract. You might take that deal because you are still editing yourself. You haven't chosen to be sold out to you. That's okay. Totally okay. Right? Just be clear. Just don't be mindful of lying to yourself. Right? Just be mindful of lying to yourself. Right? I be sharing that with Angela all the time. I'm like, yo, you mad whack. That don't even be you. She be like, I know. So we got that relationship. So just be mindful of people offering you water because they can't handle you. Right? Many people, got something to say about how free you are. I can't believe you posted that. I love when people say that. Social media is not meant for. Who are you to say what social media is meant for? Not everybody's up here looking for fake ass business partners. Notice I said fake ass. Because if you're going to work with me, you're going to work with me. But that's my perception. Right? So just be mindful. There are some people who wish they had the courage to wear what you possibly wear, or say the things that you say, or vocalize yourself, or express yourself the way that you actually do. And I shared that with V. There's some people that wish deep down that they had the courage in them to just be free without restrictions and domestication. There are people that really wish they could trust the energy of money as to where they could be themselves and not worry about it compromising a paycheck or a bank account. No. There is no check big enough. There is no check big enough. And I was sharing that with her that if you really believe you're a deliberate manifester and you create these things, I could say, fuck you to your contract, with whatever opportunity you offering me, because I realize that I could basically manifest and line up with someone who be willing to be with me or work with me based on who I actually am, who I am. But that takes a whole nother courage. That takes a whole nother level of belief, right? There's so many, again, sharing this with her during us being live with one another. I was like, there's so many people being other people. It's not even being themselves. That shit is played out. Carbon copies are played out. Everyone looking the same, doing the same shit. That shit's played out. Those that have the courage to be themselves and unapologetic, oh, people love that. People love that. They salute that. Even if not to your face, they salute it inside. Right? So again, be mindful of people attempting to offer you water because they're uncomfortable in their skin, because they haven't learned how to truly be themselves and accept themselves. That's why, and again, that was a process for me within my own self, and even those around me, where now it's like, that's just who they are, right? That's who they are. Okay. Don't get me wrong. There's certain people where it's like, yo, did you peep? But not because I'm uncomfortable, yet because of what they're working on with themselves. See, you got to be able to peep beneath the surface. When people want to check you or pull your card, it's to your benefit based on what you asked for, not because I feel uncomfortable or, oh my gosh, you're going to wear that. What are people going to say? Oh my gosh, you're going to say that. What are people going to say? Oh my gosh, you posted that. Or illusions are real. Check the oxymoron in that, right? Illusions are real. So again, just wanted to share it. Coming live after being live, because I'm sure other people can relate to this, even benefit from it. Be mindful of being upset when people can't or won't accept you, when they haven't even learned how to accept themselves. They haven't even learned how to accept themselves with all their, quirkiness or flaws or imperfections. And you want them to accept you in your perceived imperfections, or normally it doesn't work that way. So I'm just saying, keep your eyes open. Keep that energy, feel clear, so you can be able to see and peep like, oh, you offering me water and I ain't even thirsty. Okay. All right. Yeah. Shout out to those who choose to be unapologetically themselves. And again, that does not mean that we're not working on ourselves. Or speaking for myself, that does not mean I'm not working on myself. That does not mean that I don't welcome growth and ascension. Oh, that was the other thing that I shared with V. I was like, you got to be mindful to check the source. You got to be mindful to check the source. That's why you can't take everybody's advice or, criticism or suggestions. It's like, you're not even working on yourself. You're not even working on having the courage to be you. How are you going to advise me on something? So you got to check the source and their intentions. Yeah, you first got to know how to peep that and check that in order to even be able to see it. All right. Let me see what some of y'all got to say again. Y'all know I don't be really reading stuff as I'm sharing. Peace to those of you who stayed online with me. Hi, Mama Venus. Hey, Justice Carter. That's real good right there. Brother Nino, I got your shirt, man. Right? Brother Ajay, boom. I am who I am. They will get over it. And that's the key. The key is just getting to the point where you don't even care if they get over it. That's my point. The other person's not even an issue. Like, they're not even an issue. It's like, this is who I basically am and who I'm choosing to basically be. And I welcome you to be with me as I'm being that. Right? It's beautiful when you can be around people who choose to be around you as you're choosing to change yourself, instead of being around people who want to be around you to change you. Like, be around me as I change myself. You don't come around me thinking you can change me. There's a difference, right? Just reading. So yeah, beautiful people, and again, I get it. It's not always easy, right? Because then that comes to where people fear being alone, fear people not wanting to be around them. It's like when I share people, do you want what you want? Or do you want alignment? Which do you really want? Do you want what you want? Or do you want alignment? Because some people know that they don't feel good around certain people. Some people know people are attempting to offer them water and water them down and put their fire out. Yet they don't want to be alone. They're afraid to be alone. Or they got comfortable with these people, these group of people. They fear. See, you got to know how to identify when people are playing within the energy field of fear. It's like you don't believe that there are a whole group, a whole world of people who will accept you for who you are. You don't think there's a whole squad of people that's just as weird and quirky as you, and it's like, come on over here. So people are living in that fear energy where it's like, I don't know if I want to let these people go. Like, I've been with them for so long. If I choose to be myself, what's going to happen? That fear, like, if I let this contract go, or if I don't take this deal, or if I don't take this opportunity, what's going to happen? Other ones will come. You will manifest other ones. That's what's going to happen. And you're not going to have compromised yourself in the process. So your bank account is fat and you can sleep at night. Yeah, it's a process. And I get it. I'm just sharing these things not to judge anybody where they're at in their process, just to share that it is a process and to have something to strive towards if the goal is to be unapologetic and authentically yourself. Right? Candy said, I actually do not care if they get over it. Right, because we're focusing on self. So a huge shout out to those who are truly being their authentic self, whatever you feel that is. Shout out to those of you who choose not to edit yourself for somebody else. Yet if you edit yourself, it's genuinely for yourself. Shout out to y'all, because I understand that it's not necessarily easy. We do not necessarily live in a society that high fives, that salutes that, and gives out freaking awards for that. Right? So I'm just here to say congratulations. And just know that there are people who are willing to accept you as you are. Yet if you feel like that you have to edit yourself, I encourage you to sit yourself down on your own couch and have a conversation with yourself and say, why do I fear, not being my true authentic self? Why do I still want to be around people who want to edit me? Like, ask yourself these beneath the surface conversations. Yet more importantly, have the courage to answer them. Right? This is that beneath the surface kind of personal development, right? And be mindful of judging yourself while observing yourself. Be mindful of judging yourself while assessing yourself. Still feel amazing. Still feel fantastic. Know that it's a process. Yet encourage these questions so that you can get better within the process and so that you can be able to peep. You could be able to peep when people are attempting to offer you water. When they're attempting to offer you water and you're not even thirsty, right? Be able to have the eye to see. All right, y'all. It's the Being Known as Shanice Star officially chiming out. Peace, love, and light. Unapologetically me.